Good morning, everybody. Blaine Austin here, Sewing Machines Plus, and what a great day it is. Man, I hope it's as nice where you're at is where we're at here today. And we're out here in sunny San Diego, and it is just absolutely gorgeous day today. And I think it's, down in the 60s and or 70s as usual. And it is an awesome day today. So we hope it's really pretty where you're at. And let us know where you're at and how your day is. And again, guys, we're going to have some prizes we're going to give away at the end of the show today. And you know how you can win is just by making comments and asking questions. And also, if you share the video and do things like that, you can also win. But hey, y'all probably are noticing I have this big old package right over here behind me with a big bow on it. Well, y'all don't know what that is. Roger, how you doing today?
I'm doing really well, Blaine.
Roger's here with me today. He's running the control panel. We have Kyle in the house today. Kyle is over there looking at the chat and monitoring a few things. And but hey, guys, I got to tell you what this big package is. So we are I think we have about 9,200 subscribers on our YouTube page. And we're really trying to build that up. So we have what we're calling the 10 for 10 giveaway. So when we hit 10,000 subscribers, we have a package over here worth $10,000 that we're going to give away to one lucky viewer. And it's going to be unveiled on December the 17th during our Countdown to Christmas show. And you have to be watching to win. Okay, so you have to be on the show to watch, to win it. And our Countdown to Christmas show starts in it December 13th, Kyle?
Yes.
December 13th through the 17th, is that right?
Yep.
And so every day we're going to be featuring a different brand of machines and things. So we want you to be on there so you'll get a chance to do it. But here's how you got to get to win. You have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And how you can do that is go to YouTube. If you're on Facebook right now, or if you're even watching on YouTube right now, go down and subscribe to that channel. You have to subscribe, and you can even hit that bell notifications, and that will give you the notifications when we're doing new videos and things on there. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. And Kyle and Roger have got this new software that they're going to be using. And on that day, we decide to give it away. When we hit the 10,000, we're going to ask you to type in the chat a certain letter, and it'll start picking those algorithms up. And if you're a subscriber at that time, you'll be entered to win, and we'll draw it from there. It'll only draw from the people who are subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go do it right now. We encourage you to do it because this is one unbelievable prize. It's a $10,000 item. So it's our 10 for 10 promotion. We want 10,000 subscribers, and we're going to give $10,000 prize away. So there you have it. You heard it right here. And so we're going to be pushing that hard for the next few weeks and months. And I think we got a couple months now to go. And so we can't wait for that. So, but before that happens, we're going to have our Cyber Monday show. We want y'all to make sure you write on your calendars, November the 29th. We're going to be starting at 8 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to have about 29 different products that we're going to highlight. We have 29 different presenters that are going to be on the show, and it'll be a fast-paced, all-day-long show, 8 hours. We're going to have new products coming up. We're going to have all kinds of things, and it'll be really fast-paced. Every 15 minutes, you're going to see something new, and we're going to have some incredible great prices that we're going to share with you for Cyber Monday, so you don't want to miss that show. And in between then, got a lot of great things happening. So, but today, I got to talk about today, guys. We have what I consider one of the leading innovators in the sewing industry. She is just incredible. She has, been in the industry. She's a staple in this industry. Y'all have probably seen her back in the day. She used to be on, Sewing with Nancy. She was on those shows. She's been on tons of different things, and we are so pleased to have her here today, going to talk about some new products. So welcome to the show, everyone, Eileen Roche.
Hello, Blaine. How you doing?
I am so good today, Eileen. It's unbelievable. I feel great. Weather's great. We got you on the show. We're going to talk about some new products. Hey, how could it get any better?
Oh man, I feel the joy. And your comments here, boy, they are loving, the Blaine show for sure. And
Well,
they're super excited about Cyber Monday and the 10 for 10.
People like you coming on the show is why they love it. So we're so happy you came today. And
thank you.
Hey, I don't want to waste too much time me talking. I want you to start telling everybody about these new sticky hoops that you're releasing that's going to fit a lot of different machines. And that's what the new product is. Right. You've got them. You've just released them to a lot of new machines that they never had before. And we're going to show everybody exactly how to use a sticky hoop. So I'm super excited to get started.
Oh, great. Well, thank you for having me for sure, Blaine. It's always a pleasure to work for you. And, it would be fun if we were both in San Diego. But, virtually we'll have to do the best that we can, right?
That's right.
Sticky hoops, we came out with sticky hoops last year, and in just two sizes, 4x4 and 5x7 for brother machine and baby lock machines only. And due to many, many requests for new sizes, we thought, well, let's just offer them to everyone that we make a snap hoop monster for. So if you're wondering what a sticky hoop is, well, I'm going to show you on PowerPoint, and one of Blaine's team members will bring in my PowerPoint, and I'm just going to show the reasons why you would use a sticky hoop. So a sticky hoop is a flat metal bottom, and am I not in there? Oh my, it must have bounced me out. Just bear with me 1 second. Yeah, it says I am sharing. Well, we'll do it again. We'll come in and we'll come out. How about that? Now everybody can see my video screen and what a mess it is. There we go. Okay, how about now? Are we up with PowerPoint? There we go. Okay, so there's different reasons of why you need a sticky hoop. And there are small and large reasons. So it's a flat metal hoop, and it has pre-cut stabilizer that comes with the purchase of the hoop that's cut perfectly for that size. Small items that you can't possibly hoop, like Velcroed slippers, or bulky items such as, seem to have a little delay here. There we go. Our bulky items, such as like a makeup case, a cosmetic case, something like that, or multiples. Multiples are always a challenge. And instead of wasting stabilizer for just a small design on multiple items, such as these bibs. Now that image, the drawing, the illustration is not to scale, but I'm going to show you live how I would do 6 bibs in one hoop and how fast that is for sure. And then, of course, there's challenging items, things that we really want to nail the placement perfectly, but that can be maybe above our normal skill set. But sticky hoop will give you the confidence to do that. So let's go to the overhead cam so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So sticky hoop comes with the flat metal hoop, adhesive rulers, the attachment that is recognized by your machine. And of course, you have to buy the hoop for your machine. Just follow Sewing Machines Plus on their website. They have the compatibility by brand. You'll be able to find your hoop. It comes with a board, which, kind of is packaging, right? But really, this is something that you're going to want to keep and use all the time with your sticky hoop, because it's a carrier and it's going to help you transport items that are on the sticky hoop over to the machine. And that's a safe way to transport from your hooping area to your machine. So I always keep this board with my sticky hoop. When you're going to do slippers, you're going to want to make sure that the sole, this bulky part of the slipper, is away from the pantograph. If it was positioned like so, there's a good chance it would flop over into the sewing field during the embroidery process. So always, when you are doing a pair of slippers, you're going to put one down and then the other one, you will rotate the embroidery design. We never mirror image when we're doing lettering. We just rotate the design. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I get the sticky stabilizer on the back of the hoop? Well, I have a board here that's going to mimic a table edge, right? So just pretend this is the edge of my table. And I place my snap hoop, my sticky hoop right side down. So as you can see, this is the right side with the adhesive rulers on the top. And I just place that right side down. And then I remove the protective paper from the wrong side. From the adhesive stabilizer, and I'll just like stick that down for just a moment. And then I put that protective paper underneath the hoop. And then when I place this onto the metal surface, the back of the hoop, and I finger press it along the frame, I don't have to worry about what's happening to the center of the sticky because the protective paper is on that side. And then that's how I store this hoop, right? On top of its carrier, its board that it came with. And then I know when I remove that, I have my sticky surface and I'm ready to roll. Okay, so some other items that we would use. We mentioned bulky items. And here's a 5x7 and an adorable seersucker makeup case. It's so cute, and it doesn't have a pocket on the inside, so this is definitely an embroiderable, but it is a challenge on how you would hoop that. So we want to make sure, again, that the body of the makeup case is not on the pantograph. We want to put it opposite of the pantograph, and then we just finger press that top onto the sticky stabilizer. And then I would use my carrier board to transport this over to the machine. Now, we don't want to make the mistake of placing our makeup case in this fashion, because then when I try to put this onto the machine, the needle is, in this area. So I wouldn't be able to bypass it. So place it in this orientation with the excess off the side. You could also place it closest to you when you're sitting at the machine, and this would very easily glide onto the machine. Okay, so that's another good reason. Now, so that was a 5x7. Now let's take a look at a 9.5 by 9.5 hoop, and this is also a sticky, and I'm going to bring that carrier over. It gets a little messy in here. I have an awful lot of hoops and projects around this small space, the camera area, but you'll bear with me. So I do have my protective paper still in place, and I'll just lift that off. And here is a little lovey. How adorable is this little, it's got a stuffed head, it's got ears and arms. So we got to be really careful about hooping this. And I want to place that beautiful monogram for Nora Brown really close to the satin edge. And I would not be able to hoop this in a standard hoop and get my embroidery design in that position. So a large hoop such as this 9.5 by 9.5 is perfect for this project, because I can smooth that little blanket, the little lovey down in place on the stabilizer, and then rest the arms, the head, all in position. And I don't have to worry about this flopping onto the sewing field while I'm doing the embroidery. And most certainly to transport this to the machine, I would lift the whole frame with the carrier and make sure that when I attach it, the foot is going to come in this fashion, so I'll be able to clear it. And that's a beautiful way to do a large, cumbersome, it's not really large, but it's a cumbersome, item. It's adorable, and Nora Brown is going to love that. That's why they call it a lovey, right? She's going to love that forever. All right, so what's next? Well, how about ribbons? I love to do embroidered ribbons. To me, it is such an elegant way to decorate for the holidays. I'm going to flip this around so you can see what I have going here. So here is velvet ribbon that I'm getting ready for New Year's. And I want you to realize that this is one very long loop of ribbon. And I do that because I'm going to, obviously I embroidered the ends, and then up in this area, I'm going to tie my bow. So I have ample yardage there to tie my bow. You could do some sampling on length first. But when I am doing embroidered ribbon, the first thing I do is I go into my software, and I always use embroidery software, and I draw a rectangle that is the height or width, whatever dimension you want to call it, of my ribbon. So this is a 2-inch wide ribbon. And so I make a rectangle box that's 2 inches wide by the length of my sewing field or my message, whichever one is appropriate. And then I just lay my ribbon in place, lining that edge of the ribbon with that stitched outline, and I finger press that into place. Oh, and then just land my embroidery. And, you know, if I do all this in software, I don't even have to center it because, you know, I've already placed my ribbon. So my lettering is going to stitch right in that space because it was all created in software. So isn't that fabulous? Oh, I just so excited. Makes me excited for New Year's. Okay. Those velvet ribbons are beautiful. They're just such an elegant touch to any holiday, a birthday, a baby shower, a wedding gift, you name it. They're just beautiful. Okay, so now how about another large items that's pretty popular with all kinds of people, men, women. So we have I have some boots, and I have a pair of high tops for a young basketball player with the nickname of K, and his initial is K, and then his number is 5. So let's go ahead and peel off that protective paper. And then we're going to rest this shoe so that the whole shoe can sit on the frame. And then we flatten out that tongue and make sure that it's nice and stuck to the sticky, which it does. We want to handle this shoe, this sole, so that it's not going to be caught in the foot. And you may have to, you know, peel that down a little bit depending on your machine. And you'll just kind of do a trial run. And if when you trace, you have part of the machine hits this sole, then you most certainly can reposition it in this fashion so that the foot the sole will not be touched by the shoe. And then once you peel that off, after it's stitched, you can patch that up and repeat for the number 5, the other shoe. So that's a very good use of sticky hoop for those high tops. They're so fun. All right, but what about boots? Monogram boots. Of course, you're not going to need these in San Diego. Right, Blaine? And probably won't need them here in Texas, but we do travel. So these are going to be for my daughter. It's her initials. And I need to flatten out as much as I possibly can of these quilted, weatherproof boots. And again, I want that sole to be supported by the frame. And, you just want to make sure that you're controlling all of this item as best you can, because once this gets on the machine, it's going to start moving all around. And if this sole were off of that frame, I'll just lift that up and mimic that again. Now we have a whole different problem. See, the whole thing just wants to fall apart. So that's the key. That's why we need a big sticky hoop for these big cumbersome items. We just keep all of that tamed and under control. Okay, so now let's look at moldables. I have all these bibs here and a little bit of painter's tape. So aren't these pretty? They're so colorful. So I have my sticky is attached and peel off that protective paper. And then I'm going to start landing my embroidery, my bibs, in the corner of the hoop. And that'll be my first one. I'll place that on the machine. I'll center my needle over that template. And then afterwards, I'll remove that template and stitch that design. So that one's done. Then it's time to do number 2. So because this is a nice big hoop, I can see that this design is not going to stitch on that bib. So I could just lay that down and stitch. But now when we want to get to number 3, well, now we're going to peel this back and tape that down. And we'll do the same on that first bib. We'll peel that back and tape that down. And now we'll move on to number 3. And in the very same fashion, we'll do number 4. And once they're all stitched, you know, this is awesome because you can do, you know, a baby shower gift in a heartbeat if you only have to hoop all this once, right? I used to joke that I used to do napkins as bridal showers, monogram napkins, a set of 12 for a bride, for brides. And I could do 2 hoopings, get all 6 done like this. And the car would be running and I'd be, you know, jumping in the car to go. And then there's number 5 and number 6. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Speed, embroidery. That's what, you know, we need to cut down on all that setup time and hooping time. The faster, the better. Okay, so now how about if we take a look at a challenging project, and that would be this hoodie. It's an adorable hoodie. Now we often think that zippered garments are the easiest to embroider, and in some ways they are, for sure. In some ways they are, because we can unzip and open that whole cardigan, and now we have an edge and we have another edge. But look what happens when you do that. How are we going to make sure that the LO is going to align with the VE? So there's some tricks to that. And again, this is where, you know, I love software. I always use my software. So what I have done in my design is I created 2 new rectangles that mimic a zipper. So we have the top edge. It will be where the top of the zipper pull would be located. And this line here will be the bottom of my letter. And of course, that center line is exactly where the teeth are going to go. So now remember, we have to, well, you're going to see in a second, we're going to hoop this kind of backwards. So first thing that we're going to do is place that top of the zipper right at that edge of the design of that outline, and my zipper teeth right on that vertical line. And then I'm going to make sure that this is smoothed in place. And do I have this right? I don't have something right here. I think maybe it goes like this. I'm sorry. Okay, so the bottom of my lettering is going to be aligned with that design. Oh, I know what I did. What did I do? You know, I have this on backwards. So pardon me. Does that make a difference? It must make a difference. I don't know if it makes a difference. I've confused myself now. Anyway, okay, so let's go with the top of the zipper here. And then we bring LOV onto this side. And as long as the top of the zipper is aligned in the same fashion, then we are good to go. And, you know, of course, you'll stitch one side. First, you'll stitch that, and then you'll flatten all of this out and apply this half of the shirt to the sticky stabilizer, and then center the needle over that target sticker template, and you are ready to sew. Okay, let's see if there's any questions. What kind of questions do you have? Yeah, it is really great for, you know, that center chest with the zipper. Boy, we think it's hard to, you know, we think it's easy to hoop a zippered opening, but it can really be challenging because, you know, once you open up that zipper, you have 2 separate halves, and you want to make sure that you can, you know, get them aligned. So how would you sticky hoop a ball cap? Well, I don't have a ball cap right here. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, here. So on, and I wouldn't normally use this big hoop for a sticky hat, but basically you want to take your cap, and you're going to need a soft structured cap. There is a little interfacing on this, but it is soft structured. As you can see, I can flatten that out, and that's what I need to do on a single needle machine. I have my template in place, and with the centering mark right on that seam. So then you want to open up that facing as flat as you can, and then just smooth this down onto that sticky stabilizer and hold it in place. We actually have another product that doesn't come with the sticky hoop, but you might be interested in seeing that. And that's our hoop clip. And the hoop clip is, just that, hoop clip. So it has magnets on the bottom. So it's going to snap to the metal frame. It's going to snap right onto that metal frame. And then I can place the bill inside that clip. And that holds that down nice and flat. And then when I go and flatten this out onto the sticky hoop, I'm in good shape. Now, this template might be down a little bit too close to that brim because, we're on a single needle machine. We're not going to be able to get that needle as close to that brim as we, maybe would prefer. So if we just bring it down a little bit, it still is acceptable when worn. And there you go. That's how you would do a sticky hoop. Let's see. Can you use this for, again, not sure. Yeah, you should try a ball cap, Kim Wolf. Why not, right? And how often do you need to remove the sticky residue? I never remove the sticky residue, really. I patch often. I just put a new piece on the back. And if I feel that it's too thick, I just pull them all away. And I never really remove the sticky residue because it's adhered to the hoop and the sticky stabilizer is strong enough to stay adhered to the hoop with that, residue that's there. So, the whole beauty of a sticky hoop is you don't have to clean them because that's their only function, is to hold the adhesive stabilizer. It's not like a standard hoop that you will then use in the normal fashion that you want to have clean. So can I use the sticky on the dime magnetic hoop? You can hoop an adhesive stabilizer on your dime magnetic hoop and score the interior. But we know that, it's a little cumbersome. It can be a little bit cumbersome. So Joyce Pfeiffer, you want to know, what do I mean by patch? Okay, well, here, I'll show you. Give me 1 minute and I'll cut a little piece of stabilizer and show you what I mean. So let's see. So let's pretend I actually did stitch on this hoop. Just bear with me here. And, let's say this was my embroidery design. And, right, that's what we wind up with often, isn't it? So then we're going to take a piece of sticky that's bigger than our patch. Now, it most certainly has to be bigger than our patch. Don't skimp here because it's very important that it's bigger than our patch. Now, I'm going to use my board so that I am, and I would suggest using that protective paper, but you'll forgive me because I'm doing this live and I've made an absolute mess here. So then I just remove that protective paper, right? And on the back side, I am going to fit this, making sure that the new patch overlaps that opening. And I know that you can see that shadow, right? You can see that border of here's my patch, and we always patch from the back, always patch from the back. And then from the front, I'm good to go. I could put that whole boot, I could put that whole hoodie down here if I wanted to. I wouldn't have to worry about any problem of not being adhered enough. And so you'll patch and repatch a lot and really conserve your stabilizer in that fashion. Okay, let's see if we have any other. questions. Yeah, isn't that great? I know it's, you should patch because, you don't want to waste a whole big piece of that sticky stabilizer. Of course, with the purchase of your sticky hoop, it comes with 25 sheets cut perfectly to fit the perimeter of your sticky hoop. You can also order refill packs, and boy, folks really do love that. It's just so handy for sure. So, I know, yeah, everybody seems to like the patch tip. I'm glad to hear that. But, I didn't really invent that. People have been doing that forever, for sure. Because, we're all pretty conservative and want to be economical with our with all of our supplies. So let's see, Linda May says, you cut away the stabilizer after stitching. No, this is a tearaway stabilizer. So you will tear the item, the embroidered item, off of that sticky stabilizer. Now it stays in the item or garment forever. And I can show you a jacket right here, I think, that has sticky on it. Yeah, this is probably a pretty good example. So this has sticky on it, and you can see, so it's going to stay in there. Now this was torn, but also trimmed in with a pinking shears. So that's your choice. But normally I just tear it as close to the embroidery as I can. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yes, Diane Lemon, they are only for single needle machines at this time. We don't have sticky hoops for the multi-needles. So mainly because, well, anyway, that we don't have them yet. Okay. Yeah, so Leslie Owen, you bought the monster hoop. Now you need this one as well. I know our hoops are great. They really, really are. They're just awesome. And how do you make the template? Oh, Yolanda, Dime has, we sell lots of different software, and our line of software is called Inspirations, but we have a free software program called Embroidery Toolshed that allows you to print templates, resize embroidery designs, copy, paste, mirror image, basic software functions. And so I print all my templates out of Embroidery Toolshed, and you can download that for free. I imagine it's on SMP's Sewing Machine Plus's website, and if not, their customer service team can most certainly give you a link to it for sure. Yeah, and let's see, Amy, I have a brother machine. Will it work? We make hoops. We have multiple sizes for brother machines. Almost all brother machines we have hoops for. And do we have software for Mac, Shelley? Yes, we most certainly do. All of our software is compatible with Mac. There's a little step that you have to do first. You have to download what we call our Mac translator. And once that's installed on your Mac, all of our software works for sure. And Elizabeth Allison, Embroidery Toolshed, that is correct. And we have some questions about the Burnett. We're working on Burnett hoops, but it will be a while. That's a new machine. Development takes a while. And Denise, you love my earrings. I know, I love my earrings too. I wear embroidered earrings all the time because they're so lightweight, and I've designed a collection to feature variegated thread and metallic threads and so forth. So yes. And Karen Carr, we do have hoops for the Persona, just not sticky hoops. Janome, we only make hoops for the 500 and the 500E. So let's, but most other brands you'll find. Does the Embroidery Toolshed show the embroidery file image in the directory? No, that's a separate program, and that's our Perfect Stitch Viewer. So the Perfect Stitch Viewer turns any embroidery file into a small icon, a small thumbnail, for sure. Bernina 770, we most certainly have hoops for the Bernina 7070. Again, check Sewing Machines Plus, their compatibility chart on their website, and they will have it for sure. Okay, well, Blaine, I have to kind of cut out of here. I got another engagement that I have to get to. So if you're there and you want to chat, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. And Eileen, that was awesome, and well explained. And you know what's amazing about it? You would never think that you could put a boot like you did, unzipped, and put that on an embroidery. Yeah. So people, I mean, it's just their imagination is their, if they can just imagine it, they can probably do it with these sticky hoops. It's amazing all the things you do. And I know you've got another show you got to go to. So
Yeah.
Eileen, we sure do appreciate you coming on the show today and showing those. And I'm going to tell everybody exactly how they can get them and what brands and sizes we have of machines that'll fit. But again, thank you so much. And we look forward to, and everybody, Eileen is going to be back on our Cyber Monday show. So you don't want to miss that. And we're going to have some great items on that show.
It's going to be super fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for having me, Blaine, and stay well. It's great to see
All right,
everyone.
you too. Have a great rest of your day. All right, everybody. Hey, got to tell you about the sticky hoops and how you can get these things. They start out at $59.99, and the highest price one is $69.99. So it's $59 and $69, depending on what size. Now, what we have done, Eileen has come out with, we already had some of the sticky hoops that fit the Baby Lock and Brother machines, but now we have expanded that. We have a ton of new sizes available that you can go look at. So there's a ton of sizes you can get, pretty much anything you want in size range of the Baby Lock and Brother. And that was all we had for a long time. Now we just released, hoops that'll fit the Janome, Bernina, Pfaff, and Viking. So it's going to cover a lot of the machines out there. And I know Eileen talked about they're still working on a few more. However, you can get hoops now for those machines. Now, they're the Janome, Bernina, Pfaff, and Viking. They don't have the expanded range of sizes like they do the Baby Lock and Brother. But at least we got those. We have a couple that you can get now. And so if you want to get those, you can, two ways you can order. You can just call us at 800-401-8151, or you can go right to our website, and up at the very top of the page on the search bar, just type in sticky hoops, and it's going to take you to the category page of sticky hoops. And that way you'll be able to see the sizes you want and the brand of machine, make sure it'll fit your machine. But those are the ways to get it. So guys, let us know what you think about those. I'm super pumped about the sticky hoops. And again, Eileen did such a great job of showing how they work. And and what's so crazy, just who would have thought that you could unzip a boot and embroidery a boot on a flatbed machine, and then the hat, even be able to, the way they did that hat attachment, magnetic hat attachment, and stick it on there, and then be able to hold that bill down and then stick that on the sticky stabilizer. So that makes you, even if you have a little 4x4 flatbed machine, guess what? If it's a Brother or Baby Lock, you can get the hoop to fit that and make it where you could even do hats. And then if you got another brand of machine, again, I think that you can go in there and just look at the sizes they have available on our website, and you'll be able to probably pick you up one of those that'll work. So, they're going to be expanding that, but right now, great addition to the sticky hoop line, and we're super excited about that. So, again, I was pretty impressed with all the different things that you could do with that sticky stabilizer. And who knew, back in the day when we were just, having the regular old hoops and hooping, that we were going to be able to do the things that we're doing now with the sticky stabilizer and those sticky hoops. So again, we hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know, in the comments, what you thought about the sticky hoops, and if that's something that you think you would get a lot of use out of. And if you've already got some, tell us, how you've been using them. And I think I saw somebody just put up, they just went and ordered theirs today. So they're Bernina. So again, guys, there's two ways to order. You can give us a call at 800-401-8151. Nick's team is standing by over there, and they'll take your call and just tell them you're interested in the sticky, hoops from Dime, and they can answer all the questions and the sizes and things and the brand of machines they fit. And then if you just want to go right to our website right now, you can go right there in the search bar at the top, just type in sticky hoop, and it'll take you right to the category page, and then you can choose the machine and the size that you want. Again, they start at $59.99 and go all the way up to $69.99. 2 price points. So that's even better, guys. You know that you can get a couple of those at those prices, different sizes that you're looking for. So it makes it so much easier to hoop. Oh, and look, Denise is saying makes hooping fun. You're right, Denise. It makes it fun and easy. That's the thing. We did a poll one time and asked people, what they liked about embroidery and what they hated the most about embroidery. and or what, not really the hated, but what was the most things, the difficulty things to do. And the number one reason people had aggravation with embroidery was the hooping, being able to hoop it. And, so I tell you now, with all the different brands out there and all the different hoops they've released, they've taken that once difficult thing and made it really easy. And again, I'm a big fan of the sticky stabilizer. I'm a big fan of, the sticky hoops, just because of what you can do with them. And, you don't have to have those hoops that you have to clamp together anymore. So makes it really, really nice, makes it really fast. So great addition. So we hope y'all enjoyed that today. And again, guys, got any more questions, let us know. And but I think if you give us a call or go on the website, they can answer that, should be able to answer any questions you have. And we encourage you, if you've not tried one of these hoops, to go try one. I'm telling you, once you try one, you'll kind of get hooked, because I remember doing these great big, embroidery events. We would do these, embroidery events, and we would have, 300 people at the event. We'd have 150 machines on the floor, and naturally we would have a bunch of helpers helping out, but they would spend majority of their time helping people hoop with the factory hoops that come with the machine, hooping their projects. And because sometimes it's very difficult. And, this method is just so much easier. It is in faster. So if you're out there and you're doing production work, you got a home-based business and you want something that can be fast, I always tell people, buy 2 or 3 of these hoops while it's embroidering. You can be getting the second, garment ready and sticking it on there. And I mean, putting it on and start embroidery that while you're changing this one out. And it makes it so much quicker and so much easier. So I've always really liked this type of method. So guys, another great product we got to demonstrate today, another great show. So thankful for Eileen coming on the show today. We hope that y'all enjoyed her demonstration. She is always so good. And so Norma Bates says, love the gift box behind Blaine. Imagine embroidery on the ribbon ends. That's a good idea, Norma. We could probably on there put 10 for 10 promotion. So y'all know, if you just joined us late, I got to tell you again about our 10 for 10 promotion. And what this promotion is all about is we are going to celebrate once our YouTube page hits 10,000 subscribers. Okay, we're going to have a huge celebration. Our date that we want to hit this by is the last day of our our countdown to Christmas show. Our countdown to Christmas show is December 13th through the 17th. So we want to hit 10,000 subscribers by that show. Now, if we hit it early, we're still going to announce the winner on that show. But if we want to hit 10,000 subscribers, and if we do, we're going to give this box away, the mystery gift that's worth $10,000 away. So it's our 10 for 10 per promotion. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're giving $10,000 prize away. But here's how you can win. You have to subscribe to our YouTube page. So if you're watching right now from Facebook, go over, find your way to YouTube, search Sewing Machines Plus. You go down there, you'll be able to, hit the videos. You'll find that video, subscribe to our page, okay? Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Once you do that, we're going to give you a hint of when to type something on the screen. And when we try to do that, it's going to take everybody who's a subscriber and actually enter them into to win the prize. So we'll be able to probably be doing that on some of the regular Thursday shows, and we're probably going to be doing that during the countdown to Christmas show. But we're got a special little code we're going to tell you to put in. But the code will only work is if you're a subscriber, because it's only going to pick subscriptions to our YouTube channel. And so that's you helping us hit our 10,000 mark. We're going to reward some lucky viewer to a $10,000 prize. What better way to celebrate hitting 10,000 than that? So we hope that y'all will go and subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, go subscribe already. If you're Facebook, just make your way over to YouTube and do it for us. And that'll really help us out, and it'll get you in the mix to win this wonderful prize. So
quick question. If they're already subscribed, all you have to do is watch on December 17th and you can be
there you go.
as well.
So Kyle, I don't know if you heard Kyle, but he said somebody had a question. What if you're already subscribed? If you're already subscribed, you're good, Because what we're going to do on December 17th or during that week of the show of Countdown to Christmas, we're going to tell you to go type a special code in the chat. That when you do that, that code, if you're already a subscriber, it's going to put you into the drawing. So, but here's the catch. You have to watch Countdown to Christmas. You have to be present to win. If you're not, we're going to ask you to claim your prize on the show. If you don't claim it, we're going to move to the next person. So you have to watch Countdown to Christmas to win it. And we're actually, I think, Kyle, aren't we doing we're just actually going to give it away on December 17th, right? 17th, yeah. So December 17th, we're actually going to give it away. No matter when we hit the 10,000 mark, we're still going to give the prize away on December 17th. So if you're already a subscriber, nothing to worry about. Just watch when we tell you to put the code in during the Countdown to Christmas show, and that'll enter you to win. So, all right, guys. Hey, another great show, and I want to give some stuff away today. What do y'all think? But hey, do we have a blockbuster or a Doorbuster today? Doorbuster. I don't ever get tired of hearing that. So, guys, our Doorbuster gift today, or not gift, but our special we have, is the Initial Stitch embroidery lettering and monogramming software. And guys, this is a $119 value. We have it a Doorbuster today for $49.99. And guys, this is a unbelievable, great product that you can get. And it's called the Initial Stitch embroidery lettering and monogramming software. So, so if you're, want to do some lettering, monogramming, it has a ton of fonts built into this program. And so $49.99, you can get it right now. You can go to our website up in the search bar, just type in Initial Stitch. It'll take you right to that product page, or give us a call at 1-800-401-8151 and tell them you'd like to order the Initial Stitch software. And we'll have that special price of $49.99. You don't want to miss that, because guys, that is a great price on that. So jump on the Doorbuster today. So, all right, guys, it's giveaway time. So let's give some stuff away today. We're going to start out. We're going to give away, again, our event bags. We're going to give a bundle of those away. And so pull us up a winner, Roger. The winner is William Ball. So congratulations, William. William, you're going to win that whole bundle. You're getting all 8 colors of the tote bags. And again, to claim your prize, just send us an email to contest, plural, with an S on the end of it, at SewingMachinesPlus.com, and just give us your name, your shipping address, where you want the bag shipped to, and we'll get that taken care of. So Roger, pull us up a second winner of the bundle. And here we go. It's Charlotte. What is it?
Charlie Conway.
Charlie Conway. So Charlie Conway, congratulations, Charlie. And again, you're going to get a bundle of those bags, all 8 colors. Send us an email to contest, plural, at SewingMachinesPlus.com with your name and your shipping address, and we'll get that right out to you. Next up, we're going to give a couple of our sewing mats away. And again, guys, you look at all 6 colors you see there. If you do not have a sewing mat yet, go order one right now. If you own a sewing machine, you need a mat. That's just, it's simple as that. It's just almost like if you've got a car, you need tires. You need a sewing mat for your sewing machine. And we have a bunch of different colors to choose from, but what we're going to give away is one of these 6 colors. And we have them in 3 different sizes. And so if you, when you win, just give us the size that you want and the color, and we'll get that out to you. So give us our first winner, Roger. Shirley Scott. So congratulations, Shirley. Shirley, you get to pick one of those colors out that you see on the screen and the size you want. That medium size will fit like a serger. The large is a medium-sized machines, and those extra large machines are the big combination embroidery sewing machines. And so give us a email to contest, plural, with an S on the end of it, at SewingMachinesPlus.com. And Shirley, just give us your name, your shipping address, where you want it shipped to, and then make sure you give us the color and size of the mat that you want. All right, let's give us another winner. Rosa Nyberg. Rosie Nyberg. So congratulations, Rosie. And Rosie, the same thing. You're getting to pick from those 6 colors, and give us an email. It's contest, plural, at SewingMachinesPlus.com. Let us know the color, size, and your name and shipping address where you want it shipped to, and we'll get those out to you. And then last week, we actually, you remember we had a sewing machine we were giving away from last week's show, and it worked. We kind of took entries from the show last week and all week this past week of people writing comments and making asking questions, and we're giving away that Brother. It's that LB 5000S, and the S stands for Star Wars. It has Star Wars designs built in. If you don't like the overlay that you see on the screen, you don't have to put the Star Wars and that overlay on it. You can leave those off, and it'll just be a plain white machine. However, it still has the Star Wars designs built in, and you can do it. This is a 4x4 hoop size embroidery machine. So it's a great little machine. We have sold a ton of these this year. This thing is about it's a $499 or $529. $529. Yeah, it's a $529 value. Retail is what we sell it for at $529. So it's a great addition. So who is our winner, Roger?
Cindy Denninger.
Cindy Denninger. So congratulations, Cindy. So Cindy, how you going to claim your prize is just send us an email to contest, plural, with an S on the end of contest, at SewingMachinesPlus.com, and just tell us, hey, you won, and that give us your name and your shipping address where you want that machine shipped to, and we'll get it out to you. So guys, what are we giving away we giving a machine away for this show?
We definitely are.
What are we giving away? Looky there, we're giving a Baby Lock Zest away. So again, guys, here's how you can win. If you make comments or ask questions during this live show, you're automatically entered next week. If you share the video, if you go like it on Facebook, if you go to YouTube and subscribe like we've been asking you to, or give us that thumbs up and hit the bell notification, all those things will help enter you to win for this machine. If you're watching this on a tape delay where it's not live and you're just watching the video, you still have an opportunity. You can go down under the video on YouTube and Facebook and ask questions, make comments, share it, like it, all those things, and that'll help you win. And we're going to draw the winner from today's show and all the way through the week. And we'll actually announce that winner on next week's show. And again, great little machine, the Baby Lock Zest. And so we'll give that winner away then. So guys, another great show today. We were so happy to have Eileen here. And man, I tell you, this hour has flown by. When you start doing those shows where it's all day long, then you start going back to the hour shows, they go by so fast. But hey, we hope y'all enjoyed the show today. Again, some dates to make sure you write down. November the 29th, make a note in your calendar. We will have our Cyber Monday show. It'll be starting at 8 a.m. Pacific time, going all the way through 4 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to have 29 different products that we're going to highlight on the show, but we'll have hundreds of more of products that we'll have on the website that'll be a part of the Cyber Monday sale. You can call in or go to the website. And but that day, we'll have some call-in specials that we can't show the prices of, as y'all know. And you can call in and get those special deals. We are working really hard right now to buy some products at special prices so we can offer to you on the Cyber Monday show. Then we're going to have on December the 13th through the 17th, we're going to have what we call our Countdown to Christmas show. We had it last year, and you don't want to miss that. Every single day, we're going to have some fantastic products on there. We'll have some great giveaways as well. And you never know, I might have a little special guest that day too. You never know about me. Oh, I got to add, may I add, on the Cyber Monday show, we have Jane Klaus is going to be back to help me co-host this thing. So Jane will be in the house, and so you don't want to miss the Cyber Monday show or the Countdown to Christmas. Both shows are going to be fantastic. So we hope that you'll be able to join in and see some of the great demonstrations and some of the great specials we're going to have on them. So guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, great weekend. Hope the weather is fantastic like it is here in where your area is at. And we'll be here again next Thursday at, it'll be 10 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Central time. So we hope you won't miss it. Our guest that we had for next week and the product, something came up and it fell through. So we're working to reschedule somebody else. But again, we'll have some great products and a great guest on, so you don't want to miss it. So, hey guys, we'll see y'all later. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Hey, is anybody still here watching? Well, if you are, guess what? I'm still here too. So what I'm going to do, the first person that chats in, I'm here, I got a prize for you. I'm waiting. First person that says I'm here with me right now, I'm going to give you a prize. We come back on air just to give a prize away.
Sir, you got Tony C.
Tony C. Congratulations, Tony C. She says, I'm here. You're going to win a prize. We are going to give you one of the sewing mats. So, Tony, go to our website. Up in the search bar, type sewing mat and go pick out a color that you want of those 6 colors and tell us what size you want, and we'll get that out to you. Email us to contest, plural, at SewingMachinesPlus.com and tell us the size and color with your shipping address and your name, and we'll get it out to you. So, guys, I came back on air just to trick some people so you never know about me. All right, y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.